what was else? Oh, New York City. Did you like wrestling in Madison Square Garden? Did that feel different to you? Was that felt like a big deal? How did that kind of feel when you were able to do that kind of aspect? Because you hear about that all the time. It's like the mecca for WWE and all that kind of thing.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna get heat for not sharing that opinion.
Sure, it was.
but
I get it though. Yeah.
yeah, what I remember from it was that the dressing room was overcrowded. I think there's like one toilet for everybody to use, in the hallway, even maybe. And I just remember it being overcrowded, and I loved being in the city and the energy and everything. But I remember specifically feeling like I was one of the only ones that didn't have that super mark out nostalgia vibe going. So I felt a little left out of the squadron.
I think Nash said on his podcast it was like impossible to get a cup of coffee there. That was a big aspect in Madison Square Garden. Tough to find coffee. And one shitter, that's it?
Just the way I remember it, right now. Maybe one in each dressing room, and there might have been two dressing rooms, but sometimes you'd be surprised, even at a big, multi-million dollar production like that, you'd be surprised at how many rooms are so small. You just got to drop your bag off and then leave, and only a couple people at a time can actually get dressed, and they got to go to make room for other people. And I remember MSG being like that.
Wow.
Yeah. So,
That's crazy.
so a lot of times, I always felt like, the flesh peddlers are probably laughing at us at what we do and what we do it for, the conditions they put us under and what we are doing as what we're doing to ourselves as jobs and for the compensation that the flesh peddlers are probably laughing at because they're the ones that are making the money. And I've always had that perspective. And MSG is one of those buildings that really puts me back into that mindset where I thought, wow, it's not about taking care of us. It's about them making money. That's how I felt, I mean, watch somebody say, "What are you talking about? They had the biggest, best." Not the way I remember it.
Not what I recall.
The way I remember it being is just like I said, you got to step over everybody's bag, and but everyone else was stoked to be there.
So. Yeah, like the historic element that comes to it maybe is just stand out to some, but I get it too. It's like if you're there and you're like in the thick of the locker room, and it's not that there's just not the appealing aspects of it. I don't blame you for feeling that way. All right, AJ.
And if Balls is in the building, he's already peed all over the toilet seat anyway.
Yeah, right. So, and that's one toilet that you got. That's it.
Hey, we're fucked.
What are you gonna do?
Somebody has.
Somebody's
sorry, Balls.
On the seats.
That was a thing at one time. Like there was a meeting about that. So.
Paul had to pull everybody aside. Don't want to name any names here, but who's ever pissing on the seat?
It happened when ECW was just brought back to WWE. Yeah, but they used to have meetings more regularly and stuff around that time. But that was brought up one time was that somebody was pissing all over the toilet seats, and they figured it was one of the new ECW guys because all these new guys had just jumped aboard. This was a new problem, and pretty soon everyone was pointing their fingers at one guy.
One guy.
Yeah.
Oh, geez, poor Balls. Dang it.